Life is meant to be lived.
And on this show, I'm gonna tell you crazy stories of my life. I'm your boy Mush King. You already know, I got a story to tell.
Hey, what it is, party people? It's your boy Mush King, and you're now tuned into an all-new episode of A Story to Tell. I want to welcome you to a show where I like to tell the stories of my life and the stories of the internet. And you know, you can only find this right here exclusively on the CWF Network, where we bring you the big content in the small pieces. And you already know, I am your boy Mush King, and I want to welcome you back to a segment where I just like to tell the craziest stories of my life, the things that are happening to me, the things that I read, the things that I see, all the stuff in between. And I want to thank you for coming on to join me. You know, it's been a while. I haven't talked to you in a minute, but we are going to switch things up just a little bit. Now, I know that you guys are used to hearing a certain type of structure when it comes to a story to tell format and whatnot. But over time, like, a lot of the reasons why I don't come to you every week is because sometimes I be forgetting stories. I'm like, bruh, what did I fucking do, 7 years ago? Like, sometimes I just can't remember a story off the top of my head, and it leaves me in a blank space to where I cannot really create a show like that. So I wanted to, develop the shows a little bit longer. This is the 7th year now into the CWF Network. So I just want to make sure that shit is developing the way that I needed to. So we're just going to add a little bit of segment into this. It's not going to be nothing too crazy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this section, which I like to call the catch up. This is where I will tell the stories of stuff that's happening to me, stuff that I'm going through, stuff that I want to update you on, and all of that will be right here at the beginning of the show. Then we will move to the PLB, which is the Purple Lunch Bag, which is the section where I talk about the music that I'm listening to, and we go over the music that I'm listening to. And I have a playlist that I've been building on Spotify. Let me tell y'all something. My life since probably like 2013 has been a wild ride, and I've had Spotify this whole time. So throughout the years, I have been adding different songs that motivated me, that got me through tough times, that, all this stuff, and I put it into one playlist. So the playlist is technically all over the place. Like, it has a little bit of everything on it, but it's something that I update often. And when I go back or I put it on skip or random, I can see the things, I can see a song and be like, oh man, I remember when I added that. Like, I was going through such and such. So we'll go over that. I'll give you a link to that so you guys can subscribe to that playlist. And yeah, we're just going to jazz it up just a little bit. So let me catch y'all up. So, spring, summer coming back. I cannot wait. The spring, summer is when I really blossom into the personality that I normally am. I cannot stand winter, and the older I get, the more and more and more I realize why people move to the South and into the heat. Because it's like, why do you want to deal with 13-degree weather? Why do you want to deal with winter coats and scarves and gloves and long johns? And I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. The weather here has also been very weird and wild and all over the place. But consistent 2 weeks in a row of 13, 14, 15 degrees, bro, I'm good on that. So I'm really enjoying the weather. I was outside in the park the other day with shorts on in the middle of March. At the beginning of March. So that's crazy. So I'm just happy that the weather is starting to break. I think next week is daylight savings time already. So that right there is already we are just swiftly moving through this year. It's already March 8th. Anywho, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? Oh, and then the last section of the show, the last segment that we're going to do is What You Watching, where I'm just going to go over the things that I'm watching, the things that I saw, the things I want to roast because it was terrible. I will put all of that in there and catch you up on everything that I'm watching. So be sure to catch me each and every week as I try. I'm going to say try because I'm not going to promise you. I'm going to try to come to you every week and tell you a little bit about, my life, what's going on, the music that I'm listening to, and what I'm watching. So if you're interested in something like that and you want to keep riding the ride along with your boy MK, then, come back every week, subscribe to the network, and ding, 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 breaking news. We now have a YouTube channel. Guys, I need for y'all to go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We need to get at least 100 subscribers by June. that's not asking for a lot. I know a lot of people. So y'all should support your boy in that effort to get 100 subscribers. Like, why not? Like, come on. Like, I mean, it should be 1,000, but I'm not going to be greedy. So go ahead and check that out when you have a chance. Like, all your favorite CWF Network shows will eventually be uploaded on there. Right now, we have Create and Hustle, which is my show on ESPN. Not all of the episodes, but some of the episodes have been uploaded to YouTube. So go ahead and you can see those video interviews. And shout out to all the people who have been listening and supporting, my ESPN radio journey that I'm on right now. I will say it is increasing my network of people that I'm meeting and, different people who do different things, and I'm learning different items and whatnot. So I am very, 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 very excited about that. So shout out to my dad, because he over there killing it. But yes, folks, I mean, what's going on with you? Are you ready to just be who you deserve to be? That's the conversation that I've been having in my head. Like, I deserve to be more than what I have been. And that's not saying that what I have been is terrible, but sometimes you just got to know yourself. You just got to know the work that you're doing. And if you're even doing the work, like, sometimes we can't even lie to ourselves. Like, why do we even try? You sit there, you try to lie to yourself, try to lie to your friends, a lot of Instagram, social media, all of that, and then boom, the problem's right back to where it originally started, which is within you. So shout out to everybody who is maintaining their mental health, who's maintaining their job, because I know a lot of people are quitting, and these jobs are wilding with these, these post-COVID rules. Like, now there's no mask mandates, and it's just really funny that COVID is suddenly over now that there's a war on the horizon, potentially. Hopefully not, but potentially. So yeah, those are just a few of the things that I wanted to catch you up on. I don't know if I have anything else for right now, but until then, maybe I'll catch you up at the end of the show. But until then, let's go ahead and slide on in to the PLB.
Oh my gosh. The music just turns me on.
All right, so we are in the PLB, which is the purple bag, and that is going to be the little music section where we talk about the music that I am listening to, that I like, that I don't like, and all of that stuff. And just to give you a little backstory about this, the purple bag is a reference to a little lunch bag that my parents used to carry their cassette tapes in. Like, I remember that. Like, my parents always had the music, always. When it was, record players, they had all the vinyls, and we carried them in crates. And then when they moved to cassettes, they had all the cassettes in the purple bag. Then when they moved to CDs, they had all the CDs in the big CD book. And, now we can listen to music digitally, but it wasn't always a time like that. You had to carry the good music, and that was important because everybody didn't have the good stuff at at their house. So, I guess that's the reason why I also was a person who always handled the music. Like, if you come to my house now, I'm probably sitting at the computer playing the music of some sort. And, that's a little skill I have mastered over the years. But in the PLG today, like, I'm telling you, I have some good songs that I'm listening to, and I'm going to put a link in the description, right? The link is going to be to my playlist that I've been putting together on Spotify. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this playlist. Like, I think I named it The Life and Times of Mush King, right? Because this playlist, Mush King, Life and Times. So if you want to look for that, go ahead and search for that on Spotify, or you can look in the link below and the link will be there. But I started this playlist, I believe, in like 2013, and literally throughout, my life since that time, I've just been collecting songs, new songs that I like, old songs that I remembered at the time. And so these are just some of the songs I like. But let me tell you something. The songs right now that I appreciate. Oh, the first song that I added on here. Sorry, I was looking it up. October 14th, 2013. That was the very first song that I put on here. And that's when I didn't really know what this playlist would be. But now, I have reversed it. So one of the songs that I am loving right now is that new Fabio Foreign featuring Kanye West and Alicia Keys. Like, I don't know, there's something about that song that just makes me miss New York and hearing that New York, because I know that song is gonna go crazy this summer. So that's one of the songs that I love. Jasmine Sullivan is back with like a deluxe album. I don't ever really understand when they do these deluxe albums. They just put out the same album and add like 3 songs. Like, I guess. But one of the songs that I do appreciate on there is Roster, because it's about, you know, her roster of dating people. And it just reminded me from my 20s. And let me tell you something. Like, you ever hear that song that just remind you of a time where you was a certain place with a certain somebody? Like, that's what that song did. I could just smell my Bronx apartment. Like, oh, the good old days. The good old days. Another one that I have on here is Kodak Black, which is someone I don't listen to often, but you know, they be having these catchy little songs that you be in the car listening to on the radio, and then you just be bobbing your head and stuff. Like, that's what this song was. And so, you know, I have a bit of a side where I like the ratchet songs. Like, you know, I like the new ratchet songs. And there's a lot of people like, oh, turn off that new stuff. No. Let me hear the new stuff. There's still good new stuff that's coming out. And you got to give these artists a chance, because the artists that we love, when, you know, whatever generation you're from, those are the artists that you look to. And so it's just like, you still got to give the new people a new thing, because the generation before us was probably like, turn off that crap. This ain't real music. And that's exactly what my parents were saying when I was listening to them songs. And they were like, oh, this is the remake. This is the remake. And now I'm sitting here old enough to now hear those songs that were new 20 years ago. Now I'm here, they'll be in the radio about to sing the song, and it'll be a whole new song. So yeah, that's a song that I'm liking. But you know, once we get more into this show, once the episodes start coming out, then I can give you a little bit more with the PLG. I just kind of wanted to, you know, unzip it a little bit and untuck just a little bit. But that is the PLG. Now let's move over to What You Watching right now on A Story to Tell.
Hey, yo, Mushy, what you watching? Get out.
Alrighty, folks. Thanks for turning your little TV over here to the What You Watching section, where I just will be talking about the things that I'm watching, the things that I like, the things that I don't like. So, you know, like I said, the show will be breaking up in new parts. This just helps me do a little bit more with the show, give you a little bit more bass, and allow me to just be a little bit funny. Like, I'm still going to bring my stories, trust and believe, but I'm just breaking up and doing something different. But enough of that. Let's just get into the craziness. Now, the kind of TV watcher I am, I kind of will just watch anything. Like my mom, I talked to my mom the other day. She was just like, you always starting stuff and don't finish it. Like, I'm the type, if you don't catch me in the first 5 minutes, like, I'm not watching this. Like, I don't like period pieces, like anything with like Shakespearean talk or like that Roman, you know, I've never seen half the movies that people be talking about. But especially if it's not now, I like a lot of crime stuff. But I just be watching anything. But the other day I had a little hangover. Me and liquor. Anyways, I had a little hangover and I sat there and, you know, they always kept showing the previews of this new J-Lo movie. And I thought it was funny because I was like, J-Lo and the love interest was the Owen Wilson guy from Meet the Parents. And I was just like, well, that's an odd pairing for like a little love movie. But, you know, J-Lo's always going to give you that role where she plays an adjacent white woman and, you know, she has her love interest and all that. But I will say that the movie was entertaining. Now, is it something I would pay my hard-earned dollar to go see in the movie theater? Absolutely not. Would I have watched it if I didn't have a hangover? Probably not. But I watched it and I actually liked it. So, it's okay. If you like little rom-coms, go ahead and watch that. Tune into that. Anywho, the new Law and Order is out with Anthony Anderson as the lead, and I'm not really the biggest fan of his acting as of late. I don't know why. Like, Blackish I can't do, but he's back for Law and Order. Like, it's a whole new Law and Order or whatever. So now I have 3 Law and Orders to watch each and every Thursday, which makes me excited because I am just the biggest Law and Order fan. Like, Olivia Benson can do no wrong in my eyes. Another thing I want to get into, like, I don't know if y'all watch a lot of newsy shit, but like, I like news and documentaries and stuff like that. Like, 2020 has been in a bag lately. Like, these 2020 stories and episodes is crazy. I'm not sure if you watched 2020, but if you did it, go ahead and watch. There's an episode about these murders in South Carolina, about this family who, it was just a wild spin. And I was sitting there like, you know, when you be like, can't believe it. That's when you know it's good TV. So if you're into like documentaries and stuff, like, be sure to let me know if you've been watching 2020, if you watch 2020 or whatever you do in your spare time. Lastly, before we get up out of here, make sure you go watch Bel-Air, because I am just loving that show. I mean, like, first of all, the girl who plays Hillary Banks, I mean, she is just a gorgeous, dark-skinned woman. Like, sheesh. But, you know, I'm liking all the characters. I like the wild spin on Carlton. I like how Jeffrey's playing like this, like, fix-it guy. Like, you know, the Aunt Viv, who sounds exactly like the original Aunt Viv. Like, I thought I was the only one who thought that. And then I heard other people saying it. But, so if you haven't checked out Bel-Air, go ahead and watch that. It's getting good. Like, you know, I know it takes a little bit because they got to open up the storyline, but I like how they kept it the same, but they're making it different. Like, I like that, because this is a new approach to doing a remake, unlike the whole, oh, we just got older, we had kids, and that's the new reboot that they're doing. Like, I hate that version, but this is a different spin on a different show with the same approach, if that makes sense. But let me know in the comments. Let me know on the hotline, 347-719-3350. Let me know what you watching, so I can respond back to you and play the clips in the next episode. But we're about to step out of What You Watching so I can close out this show. So stay in your seats, and I'm going to get right to it. All right, so guys, that was A Story to Tell, and I hope that you enjoyed the new version of A Story to Tell. Like I said, it's going to help me break down and give you some different type of energy on the network. Like, I'm really trying to beast out my little media mogul thing that I'm doing here. But if you don't know, make sure you catch my show that is on ESPN Radio, boo, 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 Create and Hustle, each and every week, 5:30 a.m. on Thursdays, ESPN Richmond 106.1. Or you can catch the playback episodes right here on the CWF Network. Go ahead and listen to those, because I have a lot of creative minds, a lot of creative black business owners who have been coming through and sharing their talent and, you know, stepping into the creative corner right here with your boy, MK. Be sure to follow me on the socials, Mush King __ on Twitter and Instagram. Catch me on Fanbase. I will talk a little bit more about Fanbase and me trying to grow my presence on there. And yeah, it's just been real. It's been real, and I'm glad to be back. I am, you know, the summer's coming back, so now the personality is coming back out, because y'all know I hate the wintertime, and you know I hate those months towards the end of the year. But now we're back. We're in the new year, fresh minds, fresh spirits. The summer weather is coming back. Thank you. And yeah, which means there's going to be all new stories coming your way. So be sure to stick right here to A Story to Tell, where you can find right here only on the CWF Network. Make sure you follow the network at CWFP _. I'm not going to hold you too much longer. Let me get up out of here. Be sure to tell your story, because you never know who's listening, because guess what? Everybody got a story to tell. And on this new little setup I got over here, I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me about it. I'm out.
This is the CWF Network, where we bring you big content in small pieces. Follow us on Instagram at CWFP _. Okay, bye.